Hello, my name is Joel Engelberth, and I stream on the Flip N Out YouTube stream, or the Flip N Out Pinball stream on YouTube. Yeah, feel free to check. If you look at the top, there's tabs for live, and you can see all the past live streams from myself, or myself and my brother, as we stream different games provided by Flip N Out. Thank you so much, Zach and Nicole, for letting us borrow games to continue to stream them. It's a ton of fun, so feel free to check us out live. We stream every Wednesday from 10 to midnight. Super interactive chat. It's really, really a great time. But speaking of great time, this Iron Maiden Pinball. This is the Pro model by Stern Pinball. This is Keith Elwin's first game at Stern, and he's gone on to make other amazing games. This definitely feels like an Elwin game. The flow, the shots, the layout, all of it is awesome. The rules are great, so I'm going to do the best I can to try to explain them to you. If I miss anything, forget anything, leave it in the comments. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. Any comment like that so that we can all learn together is greatly appreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and start it just so we can have some background music here. But let's do shots and layout. Shots and layout. We'll start on the left or down at the bottom. There are in-lanes, out-lanes. To light the out-lane ball save, you basically have to hit this spinner. There's a spinner right here. So that's kind of our first shot. There's a target right here as well. So target there, spinner here. It's going to go up in the pops and fly out. That spinner is how you light your outlane ball saves. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's used in any modes, but very important shot. I know a lot of tournament players prioritize that shot because it will light both outlanes as a ball save. So it's kind of like a free ball. So very important shot if you can figure it out or find it. This on the Pro is a stand-up target. On the Premium, I think it's a captive ball. This is the orb shot or your mystery shot. Very powerful, as well as to cash out your power jackpots, which are all these things, which I'll get to in a second. The left ramp is a great shot, but you got to feed it through those pops, which is very challenging, but very satisfying when you hit it. There's a target right here. This is the extra ball target, as well as the skill shot target, which you see it's flashing at us for. Then you got this upper loop. Oh man, this upper loop, you almost forget it's there, and then you find it. What a satisfying shot. There's a whole loop jackpot system in this game. You do use that shot, that upper loop shot for some of the modes, but a super satisfying shot to hit. There's an upper flipper, which is awesome. It's a mini flipper to hit some of the shots this way. This shot right here is probably the most consistent shot in the game. It's actually the left orbit, even though it's basically in the middle of the playfield. There's a spinner here, which is super valuable and useful, but you're going to use this in the mode. You're going to use this for power orbits, power spinners. It's just a great, nice shot right there. Feels good right in the middle of the playfield. Then you have the captive ball that's used here for mummy locks. This mech is a little different on the Premium because you can actually lock balls behind it. But that's just a captive ball that you're going to be bashing throughout the game. Then you have the ramp up the middle. The ramp up the middle doesn't have an opto. It doesn't know you hit the ramp. What it knows you hit are the targets in the back. There's actually a big target, a smaller target, and then a bullseye target. And that's how it knows that you've hit that shot. And you can, depending on how you hit that shot, you actually get more or less points, which is pretty cool. Then you have the upper flipper shots. This mini flipper, there's a stand-up right here. So that's kind of that's the super jackpot shot in Trooper multi-ball. But then there's also an upper loop, and another upper loop that's very satisfying to hit. You have 3 drop targets here. The 3 drop targets are on both the Pro and the Premium. They're used to light mystery, which is light orb, bonus X, and to light locks for Trooper multi-ball, which is awesome. The right ramp is the right ramp. It feeds the right flipper, nothing crazy. And then you have the right orbit, which actually comes out here in the middle. And then you have this right flipper. This is how you're going to hit that shot. You can hit that loop. You can hit this loop. Yeah, it's just a really well laid out game. Ton of fun. You really can't backhand anything. The only thing I can backhand in the game is I can backhand that. Otherwise, no. You got to be looking across the playfield. Everything's going across. You got a lot of horizontal action, a lot of vertical action. It's really well done. So let's do it. There's I think last tutorial I said 3 M's. So modes, multi-balls, and then memorable moments. Somebody in the comments said multipliers. So we're just going to end up with all the M's in pinball. So let's start with modes. The modes here are right here in the middle. You can see they're lit. So if I was to start a mode right now, I'd be starting Hallowed Be Thy Name. If you want to change your mode, you do that over here with the spinner. The spinner is going to change the mode. You have to change the mode before you lock it in. To start a mode, you have to hit white targets. You're going to see a bunch of white targets here that are lit. That's how you spell Eddie. So let's actually just start the game. Let's start with the skill shot. The skill shots that I know, you can plunge straight into the skill shot target. You can actually short plunge and then hit that. I think that's a skill shot. I think that's a skill shot. And then kind of a super secret one is you got to plunge all the way into that out lane. 20 million points. You'll see at the beginning of the game, you can select a song. It doesn't matter what song you select. It's just music. So let's go with this one. Why not? So let's act like I did that perfect plunge all the way over. Boom, super secret skill shot. Pretty awesome. If you look right above us, we have the Eddie letters. So the Eddie letters, E and D is already spelled, so that means I need 3 white arrows to start a mode. So there's 1, there's 2, and if I wanted to change that mode, I'd hit the spinner. And you see now I've changed now to Flight of Icarus. I actually don't want to show off Flight of Icarus. It's just pretty easy to show off. Let's try to show off, let's make my life easier. Okay, Rhyme the Maiden Pinball is a good one to show off. So, 3rd Eddie letter. Now to actually start a mode, you can see battle is flashing. On a premium, the ramp actually pops up. To start a mode, you go right up the middle. So, Rhyme of Ancient Mariner is actually pretty cool. It's a multi-ball. So, step 1, look at the thing that's freaking out. We want to go right up the middle. Once you go up the middle, it's going to kick out another ball. You can see I have teal shots here, over here on the left. That means I gotta hit one of the left shots. So once you hit one of them, I think I've now lit revive because I've hit that spinner enough. You see the shots are slowly working their way towards the center. Once they've gone to the center, you want to hit the center, the ramp shot, and now the shots are on the right. So you gotta work the ship over from the right side. So I have a ball in my hand. So this is all during a multi-ball. This is the challenging one. Even throwing it is challenging. Come on. Come on. There we go. Upper loop shot, and now I can go right up the middle, and that would be completing the mode. Now, it is a multi-ball, though, so the mode's just going to continue until you lose a ball. Being that I completed the mode, I have a soul shard lit. Soul shards you collect up right up in the middle. Soul shards are worth a lot of points. And depending on which target you hit, you get more points. So yeah, that's actually how you do a mode in the game. You're going to relight Eddie. You see only E is lit this time, so it would take more white shots. I also have a Pharaoh award, which is why the right orbit is yelling at me in red. If you get all the tomb treasures, that's how you get to 2 minute, or the very last, Run the Hills. That's like the big wizard mode. Yeah, so that's that. I would say that is modes. Just spell it, work your way through. That's how you light 2 minutes to midnight, and you'll have to hit Eddie again. And yeah, you'll be good to go. I did show off Hallowed Be Thy Name and Rhyme of the Mariner, but Ace is high. Basically, everything's going to be lit, and you just have to hit a certain number of shots, and you'll beat the mode. So it's 2-ball multi-ball, though, and you have to keep the ball alive. As soon as one of them drains, the mode's over. So just hit all the shots. Fear the Dark. Fear the Dark, you're going to see a bunch of purple shots. You hit a purple shot, then you have to hit a spinner. So I think it's worth more if you hit that spinner. Otherwise, you hit that spinner. So purple shot, spinner, purple shot, spinner, purple shot, spinner. I think the mode's over. Pretty simple. Rhyme the Mariner talked about steering the ship. Hallowed Be Thy Name is all about breaking out. And then Flight of the Icarus is all about ramps. You're going to hit ramps, combo it to get to your 20 million, and then you cash up the middle. So, yeah, I think that explains the modes. Let's talk about multi-balls. Multi-balls. First one, mummy. We have to spell mummy. So you just have to keep hitting mummy. After you do it, you have to lock a ball. To lock a ball, you're going to go up the middle. What I've actually done is I've actually started a mode as well as lock a ball. On a premium, you have to hit this shot to lock a mode. So this mode is all about ramps. That's all you're doing. You're hitting ramps. And you're going to see that soul shard value go down. So it's at 19 million. Once you get to 20 million, you can cash out. So in a perfect world, you just keep ripping ramps. But yeah, once you get all the way down, so then you can go up the middle. You see I have a yellow shot up the middle. And you can cash out and you're done with the mode. Ramps are hard though. So that's a challenging mode for me. Another soul shard will go up the middle. But hey, we were talking about multi-balls. We weren't talking about modes. So, I need to keep hitting mummy. I basically need to keep spelling mummy. He will yell at you, M, but you never really know which M you're on because there's 3 in the word. But once you get to Y, you can see it's freaking out. Oh, sorry, I left that on the screen. Once you hit the multi-ball one more time, That's how I'm now in multi-ball. Mummy multi-ball is switch hits. That's all it is. So you see 5 of 10 switch hits. So once you hit enough switch hits, you have to hit the captive ball, as I missed it entirely. Then you do more switch hits until it lights another letter. There, now the U's lit. You can do an add-a-ball. This is 2-ball right now. To do an add-a-ball, you're going to hit both ramps. So let's go ahead and do that. There's a ramp. And, oh, come on. There's a ramp, and it will add a ball. If you want to add another ball, you could get up to 4 balls. You're going to hit all the yellow shots again. But there's more of them. Now the orbits are lit. But basically, the whole thing is here is switch hits. You just want to get as many switch hits as you can. And so let me try to burn through this pretty quick. Switch hits, spinners are your friends. Spinners, pop bumpers, all those things. Anything to get you switch hits. There we go, sarcophagus. There's this one, and we have one more letter. So lots of switch hits until our Y is lit. There we go. And I missed it. There it is. So then the super jackpot right up the middle, and that's it. That is how you get the mummy card. So those are the Eddie Awards. So that's multi-ball number 1. Let's go ahead and drain out of that. Let's talk about multi-ball number 2. Multi-ball number 2 is going to be Trooper multi-ball. The way you do Trooper multi-ball, it's all about the drop targets. So I've already hit down the drop targets. I don't know, I haven't been aiming at them. I've been throwing the ball around. But yes, I need to hit the drop targets one more time. So let me do that. And now what you're going to see is my shots are lit green. So either one of those will lock a ball. So I can lock a ball there. I'm going to get the ball back. I'm going to do it again. So basically clear the drops twice. That's what you need to do. There we go. There's the second ball locked. What's awesome is there's inserts on the playfield that actually tell you how many balls are locked. Super helpful. There we go. There's my second one locked. And then either one of those green shots will start the multi-ball. So, to do the multi-ball, you want to hit blue shots. I love it that it feeds this. This is all automatic, and then they're all going to drop off at once. So, blue shots. You get enough blue shots, and the super jackpot shot up here is going to be lit. That is how you get the Eddie card. So, we're just going to keep doing this. Hit some blue shots. The super jackpot shot is lit up there. It's hard to see on screen, but it feeds it. And then if I can hit it, come on, even just throw it. Come on, there we go. I have the Eddie card. So that is how you do this mode. And then you can do it again with green and work your way through, build it up more and more and more. And so I have these 2 cards and the Eddie cards. We're going to go ahead and drain out of that. So those are the 2 main multi-balls. There are other multi-balls in the game. Aces High is a multi-ball. Yeah, I already showed you the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner multi-ball. Let's actually show you how it would be thy name. I'm going to go ahead and get this Tomb Treasure. So that's another red one. So let's actually spell some white letters here. Eddie's lit up the middle, and we're going to do Hallowed Be Thy Name. The reason I want to show you Hallowed Be Thy Name is it's kind of a complex mode. You see all the orange shots. So orange shots, you have to hit a few of them. Once you've hit them, then I have to hit the captive ball. And then the next one is hit more orange shots. And then you have to break out by hitting the drops. And then you have to hit another orange shot. And then you can finish the mode by going up the middle. So it makes it seem easy, but it's a lot you got to do. I think, yeah. So that's multi-ball. Let's go ahead and collect this whole shard. Why not? So yeah, if I spelled Eddie again and I got through 2 more modes, then I could get to 2 minutes of midnight. But what I want to show you next is the power features. The power features, I've been doing these. But basically, as you go throughout the game, you are going to get a certain number of everything. You can see them above right here. So like pops, I need 4 more pops. I got 1. There we go. And then I'm on level 2. So level 2, I need 14 pops. Let's do those. Once you get all those, there we go. Power pops is done. So power pops, not particularly hard. Power targets isn't particularly hard. It's the ramps. Ramps are the ones that take the most. Ramps and orbits. So I'm just going to keep hitting orbits. So this counts as an orbit. I think orbits are now complete. What do I have left? Targets. Targets would be that. Any stand-up target counts. Well, maybe this would be a good time to talk about multipliers. You can see there's little orange X's around the playfield. So there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, and there's one way up here, and one way up there. Those are the multiplier targets. So if we hit enough of those, so I need to hit that one, now I have 2x lit. It would be activated if I roll over that in lane, and you can change that with the flipper. So let's hit them again. If I don't activate it, if I hit all 4 of them again, 3x is lit. And to activate it, all you would do is roll over the in lane. So once I roll over, now it's activated. So that means I have 3x scoring. So we have the power targets going. We could keep building up that jackpot, but I want to go ahead and cash it out at that target. So now all of these are done. So you basically follow through it twice, and once you've done all 3 of them, you can start Cyborg Multi-Ball up the middle. So that's an awesome, memorable moment in the game. But I'm going to go ahead and drain and let this finish. Because, yeah, I think I've explained pretty much everything in the game. Worked our way through it. So, just to review, modes, you're going to spell Eddie. If you want to change your mode, you do it on the spinner. You start the mode up the middle. Once you get through all the modes, you can get to 2 minutes of midnight. That's the only thing I didn't show. And that would have given you your 4th Eddie card. Multi-balls, Mummy Multi-Ball, bash the target enough. Once you're in that multi-ball, you're going to switch hits, bash the target. That's how you get that card. Trooper Multi-Ball, blue shots, you hit it enough until the super jackpot shot is lit, which is that one, and that's how you get that card. Cyborg Multi-Ball, you have to complete all the power things. They're explained on this side of the screen, how many of each thing you need to hit, which I love because it's something you kind of chip away as you're playing the game. So you look up and you're like, oh, I'm only 2 shots away from this, or I need to get some more targets, or I need to do that, or I need to do this. Pretty great. And then that Cyborg Multi-Ball. And if you get all 4 of those, that's how it lights number the beast. And then the big wizard mode is Run the Hills, which is getting all the Pharaoh Awards. Pharaoh Awards is all about, or the Tomb Awards is all about basically completing every mode, like completing it, getting the soul shards. There's just a whole lot to it. But I think that was it. If I forgot anything, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. This is a great game. It's a great game. I love it because when we were streaming it, one time all I was doing was focusing on Cyborg Multi-Ball. Then there was another time all I was focusing on was trying to get to 2 minutes to midnight. And in that particular game, I actually almost got to Cyborg Multi-Ball, and I actually got the Trooper Multi-Ball card. At another point, I got to Cyborg Multi-Ball. So it's, to me, I feel like it's possible. It's possible that I could get all 4 cards in one game. And so the fact that Keith is really good at dangling the carrot, making it seem like you could work your way through this game is awesome. So much side-to-side action, unique shots. It's a ton of fun. So I hope I didn't forget anything. I appreciate you guys watching the tutorials. Check us out live sometime. Otherwise, leave a thumbs up, follow, like, all the things. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching the video. So have a great day.